Twitch is officially going to start using all streamer VODs to train its AI. Now, you will have the ability to opt out of this, and I will show you how to do that at the end of this video. But to start off with, I have some thoughts because there is some stuff we need to unpack about this announcement. Now, first and foremost, when the chief product officer of Twitch was asked, have creator VODs already been used to train AI? He was basically not able to give us an answer. In a live stream, he said he doesn't know what Amazon has already done when training its AI. And I'll show the clip right now.
My VOD's already been used for training.
In terms of, I don't actually know the answer to that question because I don't know what Amazon Amazon in this case has done in terms of model training and what they've used and not used.
But as a creator, as somebody who is not like pro AI, I'm very anti AI. I find it very frustrating that Amazon is going forth and doing this without creators' consent and without creators' knowledge. I do, however, get the feeling from watching this clip that this might not be something that Twitch itself is on board with either. There's a lot of people within the tech and within like the media marketing, like all the spaces that are trying to get into AI. It's very well known by companies and by brands that AI is not popular. A lot of people suspect that AI is being pushed because all this money, all this revenue has been put into it. And if they get nothing out of it, like we're going to see a whole lot of businesses go under. I don't think Amazon is that exception. While I don't think they would necessarily go under, I do think what they've invested in AI, they will take a huge hit if it doesn't pan out. And so I think this is just another desperate attempt to keep the AI bubble from popping at the end of the day. And I kind of get the sense from the chief product officer that they are well aware that this is not a popular opinion. However, I don't love their explanation for making this an opt-out versus opt-in, because he basically goes on to say, and I'll show another clip, but in this next clip, he basically goes on to say they made it opt-out because they knew nobody would opt in.
Service already permit training of models. We went the extra step to add the control to let you opt out. We know many of you will opt out. And that is completely by design. Now, why is it not opt-in? That's what everybody, as I hear spamming in chat, I get it. Let me opt in versus making me opt out. Well, there's an honest answer, and I think most of you probably can appreciate this. Like, if it was opt-in, nobody would opt in. That's honestly the answer. So by it's going to be on by default, and as I said, almost every content service in the world is on by default. I think the thing that we're doing here that is unique and different is respecting your wishes to opt out of model training. And I know this is not a fan favorite. I know it's very upsetting to the community. But this is where we are.
Now, the biggest problem with making this an opt-out versus an opt-in. So first and foremost, we don't actually know what this AI is going to be trained to do. We don't know if they're going to make like AI streamers, because there's already AI actors out there. We don't know if this is going to be like AI generated marketing material, so they don't have to get streamers' exact likeness. So we don't really know exactly what the AI is going to be trained for. However, by making this opt-out and knowing that there are going to be people who don't opt out, and that's who they're hoping to capture with this AI, what you're basically saying is that you are training your AI off of streamers who are either too lazy to opt out, like they just don't feel like going in and toggling a button, which I think speaks to a level of creativity and what they're willing to do for their content, or it's people who are uninformed. And I don't think those are the two groups of people you want to train your AI on. I think if you're trying to train an AI to do something substantial, something special, you should be wanting to train it on the top talent. You should be wanting to train it on the people who would proactively like opt out of it. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. I don't think this is going to, so I think this might backfire a little bit on Twitch because of who is going to remain in the pool. And then finally, when you actually go into your settings and you go to click the opt out button, there's a little disclaimer, like there always is, that basically says you can opt out of it, but Twitch is still allowed to use AI in whatever relation to their privacy statement. So you can opt out, but not really, because if Twitch updates its privacy statement to allow the use of AI across all streamers and their content, you can't really opt out of it because you've agreed to the privacy statement. So I don't think this is going in a great direction for Twitch. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what the AI is used for and how well it gets trained based on the pool, but I don't think this is going to go the way Amazon is imagining it will. All right, so now in terms of turning off this AI feature, I will put this link down in the description below, so you guys just have to plug this into your browser and you'll already be taken to your page. But this is in the security and privacy settings of your Twitch account. I'm not going to show you my whole page because obviously this page does include private information. But if you go into your settings, security and privacy, scroll down to privacy, it is all the way down at the bottom. So there is a toggle here. This is training for generative AI. I've already gone in and turned mine off, so none of my content will be trained for AI as far as Twitch is willing to admit right now. But that's all you do. You click that button and you should be opt out of training the AI. But what do you guys think of this AI update? Are you excited for it? Are you upset about it? Like, what do you think is going to happen with this AI? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so I can bring you more Twitch content.